I finally reached $5,000 in the trading account. That means we are $1,000 away from reaching our goal. I could have the mindset to feel like I'm celebrating, or I could stay mentally dialed in. Because all it takes is 1 or 2 slip-ups, and that could be a big setback for us. And we can't allow that. And for those who don't know, I wanted to do a challenge to where I scalp. And we start from 3,000, and I want to see if I can double it before December 2026. It's looking like we definitely about to do it well before December 2026, but you never know how the market is going to slow down. You never know what the president is going to say that's going to cause the markets to act funny, be weird. So like I said, we can't celebrate too early, but in this video, you are going to see why I am the scalp king. In this video, you are going to see how you could be in the downtrend and still make money on the buy side. You just have to know your spots. That's all it comes down to. You just got to know how to get in and get out and where those areas are. And I'm going to show you a little bit of that today. And I'm driving with my son and my wife back there. Say what's up, y'all.
Hey. Man, today is a big day for me. Today is my graduation. And man, it's been a long road, but I'm happy. I'm so happy.
Shout out to him for getting it done the right way with all the obstacles that he had to face. So yeah, we about to check that out. And I'm going to put a little bit of that in the video. Like I say, on this journey to doubling my trading account, I'm just going to, document, vlog everything that was a part of the journey. But let's get to the trading. And let me show you how I made this money today, how we got to $5,000. Lock in with me. Let's go. Look at what we got here on pound dollar. We got this big drop, this big fake out in the middle, and price came back up to the structure areas. So I'm gonna be looking for a scalp. Let me freeze the chart right quick. After being patient enough to see this big fake out, this liquidity grab, this is the real structure right here. These are the structure levels right here. So price showed us that we going back up with this move here, and all I'm doing is waiting for the pullback. So now if we zoom in even closer, we can see that this is now the low area. But why is that the low area? Because now we're on top of this structure up in here. So we just broke out of there and pulled back into it. That's the way I really like to trade. I know y'all seeing me do a little fancy stuff here and there on different little videos. I scalp this, I scalp that. But right there, what I just explained to you, that is how I read the market. So for me to scalp this, I'm going to be looking at entries around this area right here. But where market is right up in here. But I only want to trade it up to these wicks up here. You see the market keep reversing at the same area. So I wouldn't want to trade past that because it can beat another reversal right at the top. So on this pair, GBP USD, if I can get, 30, anywhere between $30 and $50, that is a good day for me. Because like I say, I'm only trading with 4,000, 800 bucks. So that's reasonable as a scalper as well, getting in and getting out. So the other reason why I wanted to take a buy is if you go to the 4-hour chart on the dollar index, this goes the opposite way or the opposite direction of GBP USD, pound dollar. It goes the opposite. So let me freeze this chart. Right here, we got gaps in the market. Well, the market dipped down and came back up and filled that gap. All right, so guess what? We got another gap right here. Well, look what happened. The market came up and filled that gap. So now all the gaps are filled and the market dropped. And let me zoom in for you. When it dropped, all it's doing is pulling back, potentially for another little push down. But I have to go back and look and see what's going on with the U.S. economy, so I don't want to really hold this thinking that it's going to drop without having a full understanding of what's going on. So that being said, I should have enough room to scalp it a little bit. You know, it at least should come down to these areas down here. So like I said, I only scalp, and I'm gonna get in and get out. So if the dollar index drops, then GBP USD will be going up. So it's been a few hours, and I noticed that GU is it's not moving fast enough this morning. So I'm gonna head over here to gold, and look at this. This Fibonacci sequence drew up, and right at the 50 and the 618, those two gold lines, that was the move. I missed it. Unfortunately, I missed that. That would have probably took me to $6,000 had I caught the bounce from the golden zone. If I even would have bought somewhere down here at this golden zone level, anywhere up in here, definitely, and rode it all the way up to to the top up here, them two green candles alone would have put me at I want to say about around $1,800. So this is gold on the hour chart, and you can see how it came down and bounced off that 50. Well, all it's doing is just bouncing off of that structure right there. Now, everybody know gold is dropping, but even though you can think that gold is dropping, and we can verify it too, it's been dropping, that does not mean that you cannot find your spots. That's what I was telling you in the intro. That's why I'm the scalp king, because I know my spots. You guys may say that this is a weak trade, this is a bad trade, but it's doubling my account. So is it, and I'm doing it safely, and I'm knowing my spots. So how bad is it really? All price is doing temporarily is coming back, retesting these wicks right here to the left. All right, so I'm identifying that, and I'm noticing that I can catch me a little bounce right there. And now it ain't gonna be that big, but this is all you need. A move bouncing off this 50 into right here. For some people, that's easily $100, $200, depending on your lot size, depending on how much you're risking. All right, so look, here's a little trick with the Fibonacci. Now you see how I got the Fibonacci laid out this way, from the low all the way to the top, and it's showing you the golden zone. But what you can do is flip it from the top and drag it down to the bottom, and see where you see that green candle right here, where that's rejecting at the 23.6, that wick. You can see where that is going. So watch this. I'm gonna put it at the top, I'm gonna drag it down to the bottom, and now you can see that price is currently sitting at the 618. So I think that the buy is temporary, and that I should be looking for a sell. That's where I can make more money at, from the sell side of things. So that's gonna take a little bit more patience. All right, guys, it's been about 20 minutes since I caught that gold buy, and now you can see it rejecting. So now it's like, okay, look at this. What do you think is about to happen? I'm definitely about to scalp this sell. So I just scalped the buy on gold, bouncing off the 50. It's just about the timing that you catch these trades. It's the timing when it comes into those areas. Some of you guys are getting into these, you're seeing price getting into these areas, but you're seeing it too late. I'm seeing it as it's happening, like the first time. You're seeing it 30 minutes, an hour too late. So when you get in, these little, bounces that I'm catching are done when y'all are seeing them. So you just got to set your alerts, and when you hear them go off, you got to attend to the chart so you can catch it off the first bounce. You can catch the first initial reaction. That's what I do. All right. So you can see now it's about to drop. Everybody that's saying, oh, gold is about to drop, guess what? Now it's about to take place. Now I'm gonna be on their side, because that fake out to the buy side is over now. So this is where I took a sell at, and if I can make $100 off of this, cool. That's great. Plus, I got to get to my son's graduation, so I'm not trying to be holding this trade and trying to be focused on managing this and record his graduation and all of that. So again, I'm in and out. So on this second gold trade, I took 2 gold trades. So on the second one that I took a sell on, I made about $100, and you can see how quickly this money add up. So obviously you already know me, I'm about to take profit on this real quick. And let's see where we at. We officially are at $5,140. We are pretty much $1,000 away from reaching the goal. So we made about $27.50 on GU just because it was moving slow, and we made about $200 on gold altogether. So it's not a bad day.
Elijah Jernigan.
Elijah! Yes, sir.
DeJuan Jones.
Down. We did it, baby. We earned this crowd. Say it out loud. And I'm stepping in with pride.
Well, guys, I finally completed school. Here's my diploma. Bam. Such an accomplishment. I would like to thank God, first of all, through my whole life, my whole high school, my middle school, elementary. He's helped me a lot. And then my dad, he has my back on the car rides to school, just how to navigate school. People, teachers appreciate him. And then my mom, she's helped me with that math. Algebra was not my specialty, and I think it showed, but she helped me a lot to understand it, as well as my teachers. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and watch us both double that account.